Welcome everyone to part 3 of the live stream on my first win attempt. Life number 2, basically. Happy to see some familiar people in chat here. Welcome back everybody. Hope you all had a nice weekend. Just before stream, I went ahead and updated a few things. I put on this improved weapon shielding, help protect our XL auto gun subcomponents that we have here. So we're still rocking those, still looking good, still on legs. And let's have a look at our map. So we've spent a lot of time in caves here. Starting off in materials, we go over to exiles, up to materials, into factory, caves, Zion, factory, caves, data miner, and now caves. So we have spent a lot of time in the side branches, and that's where we are right now. I started bottom left corner here, so we're going top right, I believe, to keep moving along through the caves. And like usual, no worries about spoilers or anything like that. Any tips you want to provide are welcome and appreciated. And feel free to chat about pretty much just anything else you want to bring up. I like seeing Cymac here, trying out my Null Ice Elementalist of Ashanzari. Good luck with that. Man, getting Polar Vortex online around second S branch or so, maybe before third ruin, is going to feel really good. I don't know how much experience you have, Cymac, with DCSS. Are you well experienced? Are you newish to the game? Let me know. Mitch, welcome back to the stream as well. We out here cogging our mind, that's right. Cogging like David Goggins. Hey Alan, welcome to the stream. I think this is the first time you've caught a Cogmine stream. I know you're in most of my other streams, so glad to see you in here. Usually caves have been pretty easy on us for the most part. A lot less enemy density, but of course we don't have our normal sensor array online. Just this, like the basic one, right, that we've got online right now. I also have the Exile-based array, but it's offline in caves, and I'm really missing out on it because that is such a good perk of going Exiles early. Very into it. I'm going to feel at a loss if I don't go Exiles in future games, I think. Cymex saying, I have a couple of 3 ruins and a lucky 15 ruin win. Clearing 15 ruins by getting Manifold Assault with Singing Sword. Yeah, that's a pretty good combo there. I usually die horribly, but sometimes the game is nice to me. That's a good place to be. Good place to be finding the Knoll of Ashanzari. Kind of a strange map here. I thought that I was going to be able to go this way, but we ran into walls, and of course I don't have any mining equipment on me, so. A lot of guys up here. I'm hoping they're friendlies, and they're not, of course. I was taking the risk, and I was wrong to do so, probably. I'm currently running. Let's have a look at this guy. He's got a heavy laser. He's also running. I think I might just step around this corner here so I'm a little less exposed. Ooh, that was a Sentinel. None of these guys should be even a little bit scary with this auto gun here. And now that we're protecting it a little bit better with weapon shielding, I'm going to feel pretty good about that, I think. I guess we're just going to fight this, probably. I'm going to turn on my hard light generator, wait a few turns. Dr. Herman's saying, I have yet to get a single win in DCSS, and Cymac saying, it's so much harder than Cogmine. That is kind of my interpretation as well, that Cogmine's an easier game in general. It feels much more like a puzzle game, and somebody did bring this up, to be fair to them, in my comments, that it relies more on puzzles, Cogmine does, or like maybe the statement was more that the weapon system and the weapon exchanging is kind of like a puzzle that needs to be solved. Can I hit? No. Whereas DCSS is just pure tactics, you know, from turn 1, all game long, just pure tactics. Disabled, disabled. Why? Overheating already? Jeez. You hate to see it. What's he at? 17 core integrity? What do I do? Is the play to wait in place? Went down to warm. Hey, Zane says, don't catch me on DCSS then, because I'm terrible at Cogmine. And DZ, welcome back to the stream, says, I'd say Cogmine is harder. DCSS lets you move up or around and gear doesn't break. Up or around? Yeah, through different stairways, you mean. To stair dance is a huge advantage, I agree. We cog to find the mine, and Hermelin's saying, I got pretty far with Troll of Okwaru. That's a good combination. Can't go wrong with that. So we are hot again. I'm penetrated by a slug. Now, is that through the wall? No, probably not. It's this, right? Whoops. Can I click on that and see what it does? Yeah, nice. Ballistic gun. Let's see. Kinetic. Penetration value, 1x. I'm assuming that's 1x walls, basically. So, irrelevant, but it's a slug. I need to get some cooling, don't I? It's becoming relevant. It wasn't relevant all game, basically, but these last couple fights, it's been more relevant, no doubt about it. Took the risk, got the kill. Just gonna cool down here. I guess I don't see these guys, so I'll keep hugging the wall. Nope, there they are, of course. Come on, sensor array, let me know a little faster than that, would you? I was wanting to avoid them if possible. I was hoping that they went somewhere else, because I could have went this way, which probably would have been wiser in retrospect, but here we are. Okay, one shot, one kill, please. Thank you. Another. Please, sir, can I have some more? What do we have here? Carbon fiber leg. I'm exactly at my weight requirements. So I do have one backup leg. It's an armored leg. It's weak in terms of health. I think I threw all my cooling on the ground, though I do have this. Lowers base temperature by 150, which helps, right? It gives me a lower baseline to start from. So if we could get that online, that would be quite good. Turn this off. I think it's pretty clear that the next thing we need to do is upgrade utility and get some cooling in there. That's what I'm needing. Now, did I kill everybody, or is there more waiting around the corner here for me? BZ saying 80% chance to pen one tile. Okay, cool. And your parts turned off due to heat. Got to reactivate them. Thanks, Dr. Hermelin. I should have caught that sooner, but I've got it now. Also, don't forget to turn back on the disabled parts. Yep, thanks, guys. Watching out for me here. Okay. The other thing that that Cogmine doesn't appear to have, correct me if I'm wrong, please, is an auto explore function. Now, does that make it easier? Indirectly, I would say, right? Because, God, there's so many guys around here. I'm going to try to go this direction. Auto explore saves your endurance, if you will, your ability to focus over long periods of playtime. And so, you know, it keeps you fresh longer, I guess. That's what I'm saying. And so the lack of auto explore does increase the difficulty somewhat in this game. Factory terminal intel, very nice. Cogmine auto explore just doesn't make sense. There's massive time pressure in the game. Yeah. Yeah, that's very true. See if we can go around those guys. Looks like we're avoiding them perfectly well. I agree with you. I mean, it makes complete sense. Most of the games where you do auto-explore, I'm thinking like Caves of Cud, Tome, and DCSS, have removed any kind of relevant time pressures. What do we have here? Oh, that's going to be a, yeah, straight walls with doors. That's going to be an area filled with enemies, right? It's a little bit unfortunate because that's where I want to go. Is that kind of that direction? Oh, it's a broken down one though. Okay, we got a terminal. And loot. Nice. It's empty. Lucky us. Let's see what our terminal does. Status reports at 100%. I got detected at 100%, 25 detection rate. Jeez. Heat reaching dangerous levels. Investigating source. Okay, so it's basically just broken, right? That terminal's broken or something. We've got a disruptor cannon and a heavy laser. Not interested in any of that. Slug cannon. Lasers. There's our stair, as predicted. A little bit of loot here to look at. VTOL model and a deuterium engine. Don't need either of those things. I guess in a different playthrough, correct me if I'm wrong about this too, my understanding is that these like broken down guys can be hacked and made into allies. Is that right? And if so, what item do I need to do that for future reference? Yeah, several people here confirming the auto explorer would not work as well. No auto explorer by design. I agree. And the feeling of kind of creeping through the area is good in Cogmine. Like everything feels much more dangerous given that your parts take so much damage, right? And so it all just kind of works. It fits together nicely, I think. All right, so we know we want one utility here. I was thinking probably more power. Like I am at the limit of my power, but I'm also at the limit of my carry weight. Which means that without more propulsion, I can't get more power because it does weigh more than 0. So I guess we go propulsion this time, and then next time we go power. Hackable bots are deep green. Good to know. Thank you for that. Broken bots can't be hacked. They're just broken shells. They're parts and matter to salvage. Okay. Hey, Runia, welcome to stream. Prop utility, since we're at max support. Yep. Good call. That's what I went with. I do have that spare leg, but I don't think I'm going to put it on because we're feeling good at support. 1 second, sorry. All right, let's see what we got here. Now, sensor array is back on, so I could take this off, actually. This is not fragile. So what do we want instead of that? Cryofiber web, probably? Is this fragile? Nice, it's not. 1 weight. What was I doing? Sensor array. Cool, weight's still good. Now we got a bit more cooling. I'm frigid. Is frigid a problem? It shouldn't be, right? Cold is good for electronics. Let's look where we're at. We are in the top center, kind of top left. Got a couple terminals nearby, so I guess we'll head towards that. Fabricator too. Okay, we got plasma cutters and a new analyzer. Somebody was telling me yesterday, actually, that I want the plasma cutter for the end game. So we will grab that. Do I need more than one? Oh. That was a low-flying military jet. The Germans are here at the nearby Air Force Base doing practice runs, and that was one of them. I didn't see that one yesterday. My son and wife said they saw it. It was really low flying. So I don't know if you heard that. Sorry if you did. Let's go ahead. I guess this is full. I don't need another one of these, do I? Variable charge gun and a CLD plasma rifle. Cold is good, says Sherman. Means you're below 0. Provides a buffer. That's what I was thinking too. It probably doesn't have a downside, right? Cryofiber makes heat sinks work better. Plasma cutter gets you through locked doors. Probably just need the one, right? For the end game? Yeah. Cool. Okay. Is it a weapon? Let's see. What is it exactly? Yep, special weapon. 2 mass. Looks like 1 slot. So pretty easy to swap in, probably. Which gets me around the big bads, right? Blocking the door. Cold plasma rifle is pretty epic. Is it more epic than what we currently have? Let's see. 23 to 25 thermal damage. 5 mass energy weapon. 14 range. I'm going to throw... I hate to throw this sensor array on the ground, actually. What do we get rid of? Possibly this? Or cloaking device? Cloaking device is cool, if we can ever get that on. See, I've got missile launchers and I've got claymores. So I have a lot of cool things. Oh, I've got this stuff up here. I should probably get rid of energy well. Or power amplifier is probably irrelevant. Yeah, I don't need both of these, certainly. Throw that on the ground. Let's pick this up. Got a spare weapon there. Probably not, but the XLAA components may not last forever. I'll tell you what, though. Somebody in chat predicted when I first got them back in Exile that they would only last 2 floors or 2 zones. And just pat myself on the back here a little bit. We've made it a few more than a few zones, and I've still got them running. So we're going well. I have a little side mission to get them through the end of the game. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know if that's going to happen, but if we do, it's going to be funny. All right, so we got security level 2 here on Fabricator. Let's see. Build quantum rifle. Or load schematic 55%. Let's load schematic. What do we have here? We've got a bunch of stuff. I've been picking up all kinds of things. DZ says, be careful about holding too many cool things that you aren't using or directly replaces proper weapons. Easy way to die later. Certainly got your money's worth on the XLAAs, Singulata says. Yeah, absolutely have. Talk about an early game pick that just carried like right through the mid game, right? Hermod says, it's true, it lasted way longer than I thought because you were playing rather smart and careful. Thanks for saying so. And quantum rifle is kind of meh. Okay. I'm curious about DZ Kane's comment here about holding on to too many cool things you aren't using. Too many cool things that you aren't using or directly replaces prop and weapons. Easy to die later. How would that cause me to die? Could you be more clear on that? Enhanced flexicarbon leg. Wouldn't be a bad idea to have a spare leg because I don't have one anymore. I have 5 legs total. I'm not sure how good this one is, though. It's enhanced. Can I right-click it? Oh, I can. 28 support? Are you kidding me? Oh, this would be amazing. Okay. That's my top pick right now. These are... Oh, I can fabricate allies here, can't I? That's cool. My gut is saying go with the leg. Like, I don't need allies. I've got the firepower. Let's go with this leg. Cool, it worked. 84 time. Little unfortunate, but... Did it go? It isn't giving me a countdown. Oh, did I skip it? What happened? Why is it not doing it? Sherman says, carrying neat stuff in inventory can be an issue if you're doing it instead of carrying spares. Yeah, okay. And build essential parts. Basically, greeting unique items that you have no direct plans for instead of carrying essentials like backup, prop, weapons, power. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. It's one of the more common fail states. Gotta hit build. So I skipped it, didn't I? Oh, I see. I loaded it. Loaded schematics successfully. Now I've got to hit build, which is another fail state here. Suspicious null response, 30%. God, do I do it again? Yeah, DZ saying it. If you lose all your propulsion and weapons, it's an easy way to enter a death spiral, which is exactly what happened on my first try. I mean, both of these are 30% fails. So another 30% gets me traced. That sucks. I had no problem loading the thing. I want this leg really bad. 30% though. High chance of detection. I guess we're going to move on. Yeah. You'll find more legs, he says. Okay. I hope so. Whoa. Speak of the devil. There's a leg down there. Not as good of one. What we got? Sage. Okay, well. Point defense system. That's a new one for me. 8% chance to shoot down grenades, rockets, missiles that pass within a range of 3. Neat. Checked every time it moves. So it works exactly like Caves of Cud. Same item name too, isn't it? Point defense system or something? Point defense drone, maybe it's called. This is sweet. Don't know if I have a slot for it, realistically. Oh, speaking of which, I have an unused slot open right now in utility, which I'm not even using. What do we put there? Probably cloaking helps us immediately. It's not fragile. I like that point defense system. That's cool. I am at max weight though, so I probably can't equip anything, can I? Unless I put the leg on. 91, 75 out of 91. Cloaking device. Power is still fine. It's not superb. I'm not charging quickly, that's for sure. Just try to get that sage to go away. What's your thought process, says Alan, on choosing between staying stealthy versus going loud? Stay stealthy whenever possible, basically. I think that's kind of the way in this game. Like, I am a full combat build right now, but I still am trying to avoid combat as much as possible because every combat I'm losing health on all of my stuff, and when they break, they're just gone, right? And you don't heal in this game, except for when you go up floors. And so my approach is just avoiding everything all the time, basically. Of course, that's not going super well because we are an offensive-based build rather than a full stealth build, and so I do have to fight sometimes. But that's kind of where my thought process is. Sherman says, depends on the build, but any build benefits from avoiding combat. Yeah. Point defense system is pretty useless outside of in-game since demolishers are rare. It's a dead slot. Okay. Sage is still down there. I wish he'd kind of drift somewhere else, huh? He is, it appears. Mostly because I want to go over to these terminals. Am I going to get there? It looks like it. Okay, we'll just go in here. This patrol looks like it's going to the right. Maybe? Nope, they're coming back. God, go away, please. I've got nothing to, like, I've not got no actual stealth, right? I'm using cloaking, but I probably should have just kept running and moving on. I wanted those terminals too much, and now I'm going to have to fight, probably. DZ says, make sure you have a build on mind. If so, stealth. Otherwise, you might need to hunt sentries and other bots for specific parts. Alan says, what lessons has Cogmine taught you that apply to other roguelikes? So far, I'd have to say that I'm applying lessons from other roguelikes to Cogmine. So, you know, your standard hide around corners, fight one enemy at a time, run down corridors, stuff like that applies here. And so general roguelike tactics are working just fine for us. I hate wasting time like this because I know they're going to send squads eventually, but these guys are messing with me here. Just won't leave me alone, and now we get a sentry coming. Yeah, but I'm still learning Cogmine. So far, I mean, that's what it's all about. I guess the other thing I'd say is that there's more time pressure in this game than most games that I play. And so it's making me think about that a little bit more. Yep, that was the worst possible outcome of that situation, I'd say. So now we've got a Slayer coming and those guys over there. Not what you wanted to see. Multiple Slayers even? Okay, we're going this way because those guys over here appeared to run away. So, good enough for me, I say. Okay, that's a DSF terminal, so that wasn't even worth going to, unfortunately. Soldiers have found me. Nuclear pulse array, what's this? Subcomponent replicator, so it's not a nuclear system or something that might explode, right? If I fight next to it? Somebody correct me on that if I'm wrong. And we've got a fighter, we've got 2 soldiers. Consider using a melee weapon to destroy walls and skip into other rooms, says Hermelin. So that would be something like my plasma cutter, I guess? This is melee, I assume, right? No, it's thermal range. Short range, though, but I bet that would work, wouldn't it? Level 5 says you should get a 28 plus damage weapon and Kool-Aid Man through the walls instead of waiting. Gotcha, gotcha. And they don't explode. Thanks for confirming. Alan says, what part of the game activates the most problem solving for you? Just keeping all of my components alive, really. Right? It's like balancing. You've got to balance power, weight, the amount of stuff you can carry, and your inventory slots to have enough backup items. I still didn't put anything in this slot. To have enough backup items so that when these get destroyed, you have replacements. So that's definitely the main puzzle of the game. What can I put in that would help me right now? Energy well, possibly, or the matter pod. Oh, enables responsive movement. Here's dodge, basically. How much power is this? Only -2? Let's put that in for now. It's not fragile. You need something like a hammer. Plasma cutter can only open doors. Okay. If you turn on audio log in the options, sound from exploding machines will be highlighted in orange. Audio log in the options. Primarily as an accessibility feature akin to closed caption, this log lists sound effects at the top right corner of the map, allowing anyone who keeps their volume low, which I do, to be able to retain a sense of information. Good tip. Thank you for that. It's on. There's actually 1 or 2 machines that explode and don't make noise, so it's not 100%. You did, but cloaking got destroyed, lol. Already? Wow. Okay. Yeah. Well, I was getting shot from this guy, right? And now I've got a situation on my hands because I'm getting people attacking from 2 directions. And I'm torn between run and fight, or run or fight. Because now that I have dodge online as well, I could probably get down through here. I'm mostly worried about these slayers coming. There's 2 slayers. With this guy behind me, at least maybe he'll take the shots, and I can probably kill these guys fast enough that I can keep moving then. That's my current thinking process. Well, it could be going better. Using my avoidance abilities. Okay, chance to hit is 67. Got him. What do we have here? Gauss cannon and treads, which I obviously don't need. Now, what are the chances these guys are going to lose me? My armor is just about gone, unfortunately. What do I have to replace that? Not a lot. There's probably stuff up here that I want, isn't there? Let's see. Leg. Basic legs, though, not the kind I want. Structural scanner. Core shielding? Eh. What's core shielding do? I don't know. Green bot armor, our beloved. Yeah, that's right. 4 weapons can take that fight easily. Running into the dark can cause its own problems. Yeah, I do have the sensor array on, so I was kind of relying on that to keep me safe, which at least worked that time, right? Cymex says, I got to the royal jelly with polar vortex. Nice. That should pretty much do the trick, I'd say. You should be good from there. Hunters have a long memory. You'll probably have to fight. Without an ECM or flight, you'll never lose hunters. Okay. So the question is where to fight. They probably only have 1 penetration, right? So I could hide, like, around this corner, more or less. Or maybe even right here. Like, right here. Get him to come this way. Oh, there's an informer. Of course there is. Hopefully he runs past. He's not going to run past. He's going to run right for me. Of course he is. Well, let's see. Can I shoot him from here? 64. Gotcha. Okay, here they come. He's got 1 pen value from there. If I step down, he'd have to step here, but I'd still have to step up. So this is unfortunate. I'm going to turn this on. I'm going to step in. There's 1. He'll still shoot me through that door, so we got to step up. Okay, got him. Didn't lose anything, I don't think. Flexi Carbon Leg has 20 support. Excellent, 2 of them. So we'll pick up both of those. Let's see, these are 20. This one's 18, 17, 16 support, and 20. So we've got a whole range of different supports there. But okay, we've got 2 decent legs in backup, which is good. We've basically got a backup for everything except for armor now. Targeting computer. I might pick this up because I don't have anything else to put in my utility slot right now when these break. Your leg delivered, sir. Yeah, thank you, DZ Kane. Hunter legs. Good stuff. Now if only I can get some more shielding. That's the big thing I'm missing right now. Okay, we got 2 terminals that way. I guess that's the direction we go. Oh, we got a bunch down here too. Okay, let's go this way. There's some more matter. I do need matter. Informer bot. Go away, dude. Nobody likes you. Give me your matter. Pretty sure that ping was just the green bot. Okay, 50%, security level 2. If I could repair this medium armor, I would be stoked. Come on, luck, we need it. It's called medium armor plating. Failed, 50%. Do it again, please. Got there. Repair time 25. I'm being traced. 37%. Let's go for it. Failed. God, I'm having such terrible luck with the hacking here. 65% too. It's awful. I can't tell you how bad I want to just roll the dice on that. I really, really do. But I know that's the wrong play. So we're not going to. Okay, we got a sage over there. It looks like he's found us. I wasn't fast enough. I was trying to hide. Not fast enough. One shot, one kill. Let's do it. Turn this thing on. Get it. Nice. These guns are so good. There's a sentinel. Is he moving? Doesn't appear to be. I think if I hug this wall, I should be okay. Oops, I keep forgetting to turn that off. There's a hacking suite. Speak of conversation-relevant items here. Cargo convoy en route. Great. Increases chance of successful machine hack by 10. Provides a 5% bonus to rewiring traps and disrupting robots. I think we better carry that with us, if nothing else. I'm going to get rid of this extra reactor. It doesn't seem like I really need it. It's never getting hit, almost. Yeah, it's taken 0 damage this entire time. I've had it for numerous floors. I hope that's not a mistake. It is a particularly good one, though. What else could we get rid of? I don't know. Sentinels never patrol and won't move unless they see you or are called by allies. Good to know. Yeah, don't try another repair, Sherman's saying. And this is rough normal trace progression. The lower your success rate, the quicker you get traced. Right, okay. Well, now at the very least I'm carrying a hacking suite, so we can throw that on if we need it. You can always get a new sensor array. And the truth is that I only need it in the caves. Yeah, it's weak anyway. So, there we go. Now the question is, can I get in there? Oh, let's go up here. Another sentinel. There's a sensor array, speak of the devil. Signal interpreter, I've already got one. Targeting computer. I think we throw that down. I'm feeling pretty good on targeting. Go ahead and pick up the new sensor array. What's this? Arc projector. Meh. Advanced cooling system. So far, I think I'm doing okay on that. On cooling. Okay, security level 1. Zone layout and emergency access. That's not what I want. Components inventory. Various schematics. I don't think I want any of these. Focal shield could be interesting. Let's do a manual command, though. Let's go access. Branch. Failed. Basic targeting is never really worthy of a slot, in my opinion, says Runia. Okay. Advanced cooling is really good. Is it better than cryofiber web that I have here? And should I just switch it out one for one, or is it worth carrying in the background in my inventory? Let's see, let's do it again. Access branch. There we go, found 4 branch access. We got upper caves, we've got extensions. Now are extensions the warlord area? Because I know that's in here somewhere. So I can do more stuff. What do we want to do? Zone layout? Got it. Nice. Okay, let's bail. Cryofiber is enough for short fights, but you definitely want to keep at least some form of proper cooling at all times. Targeting is pretty expensive. It's +4. It's +5, 6, or 8, depending on the level of it. Extension. Yeah, what is extension? Fill me in. Let's go grab that cooling then. I'll just replace this. Yeah. Let's see, power is still fine. Looks like we're all good across the board. So we got everything we needed from the terminals. Let's see where we need to go. I'm Unfortunately, there's nothing over here in my sector. So, let's see. I'm not seeing it on the map. Where are those exits at? Here's one. Upper caves. Extension? Extension is a branch. I don't know about that one. I'm familiar with most of the branches. At least a little bit. I haven't heard of that one. Do we want that? Boy, it's a long way away. Oh, there's one. So I can retrace my steps here a little bit. Go in either this, probably this door up here, maybe that door there. Get into extension. Extension is easy if you know, but it's very likely to kill me because I don't know. It's a good branch for combat builds to get awesome parts. There's a lot of fighting with allies involved. Reminder here, people, I'm just trying to get my first win. So if it's going to be harder than getting through factory, I'm inclined to skip it this time. So with that in mind, I see people talking about extension. This person saying, I never bother with it. There's a few reasons to go there, but it's a bit of a crapshoot. 10% chance at lore. So that's just my quick browse of Google to see what it is. Bob says dangerous. Upper caves may lead to Warlord, which I'm also probably avoiding in this run through because I know there's an ambush at Warlord, which I'd rather not do, I think. Extension is a fun time, decent amount of combat, not enough to be overly dangerous probably. You do think Caves Warlord would make an easier run overall? Okay, so I'm in general, I'm seeing chat urge me away from extension, I guess. That's probably a next run kind of thing. Yeah, like Runia says, I'm not really wanting to mess with Warlord either for a similar reason, because I know there's an invasion and you got to get out in time and so on. And, you know, I'm just looking for a simple win here. The first area can mess you up if you don't collect allies and return to the entrance to fight behemoths. I've just been avoiding behemoths so far. We do have sensors and sight, so upper caves are probably fine. You can avoid the Warlord stuff if you want, because you can go through caves and then come back to factory, right? You need a specific plan for extension to salvage the good stuff. I actually love extension a lot. I probably go there every time when it's on -5 or 6. Invasion is a massive boon to my -2 survivability. Is that right? So I should do that, you think? I mean, I'm all prepared to do it, right? So I've done everything leading up to that. Okay. Well, at the very least, let's go into caves then. If anybody thinks that they should talk me out of it, now's your chance. I found 2 caves exits, but one of them is really far away, which is unfortunate. That's extension. Is there any way to like quickly look around at all the exits? Oh yeah, 4. Nice. Upper caves. Huh. It's right beside me. And dude's standing on it. I just opened my door a little bit more and there's a bunch of birds in the background, so if that's annoying, please do let me know. I like the bird noise, but I understand that any kind of background noise can be off-putting for streams, so let me know. Got a sage coming up here. What do we do? Hide? Cool, he's going in there, which is probably enough time to go pick this fight. $65. Is it still 65? No, it's 90 now. Gotcha. Neutrino core, heat sink, etc. Let's go get the matter. And go empty caves, or upper caves. I also have, Rooney says, I also have claymores, which makes the Warlord invasion event easier. Yeah, I bet it does. Warlord will turn into an easy looting spree. Significant downside for -1 survivability. You're talking about Warlord, I assume, level 5, but you still have to get there, yeah. Disagree on the without ECA part, especially on legs. Assuming I don't miss an aggro Warlord, yeah, we'll try not to do that. Birds are relevant to the Cogmine lore, so it's fitting. I haven't experienced any birds in this game. Very relevant to Caves of Cud, so still waiting on bird lore. Do keep in mind he's going for access on -2. Warlord just makes it trivial to locate any exit when you're not looking for branch specifically. Bird noise is a plus. Oh, glad you guys appreciate it too. What do we have here? A carrier. Okay. Well, luckily he's alone at them. Oh no, this guy's packed with dudes, right? This is going to be a whole fight. That's unfortunate. Cymex saying, I'm looking for access on -2. I actually thought I had to find it on -1. You can get out on -2? I didn't know that. So does that make Warlord less relevant, basically? Runia says the dev has a history with birds. Okay. What do we do about this arc? Equip a claymore and get ready for everybody to jump out of there, or what? I think we're going to the bottom left corner in general. Access exit is on 2. Okay, I thought it was on -1, so that's good to know. My gut says put a claymore in my inventory, or in my weapon slot here. You can only win on -1. It makes it easier to find an exit on -2, which is usually a death maze. Gotcha. Access exit is on -2. Okay, so now I have to clarify. I gotta look through here. You're saying do Warlord because it's gonna make it easier? I think that's what everybody's saying in general. Spawn protection failed on me. Yeah, I don't think spawn protection works in caves, right? Okay, they shot off my armor, which is super unfortunate. Looks like I can hit them all, though, from here. Pretty good chance. What's his health at? I think we're going to turn this off, turn my guns back on, and shoot him with that. Oh, I just lost whatever this was. Reaction control system. Shoot. Okay. Weapon shielding is also taking quite a few hits. So what can we do here? More heat sinks. My heat stink is fine. I need more armor, and I don't have it. Whoops, did that go on the ground? No, it's right here. Let's see, what do I put on? Oh, sensor array, of course, because I'm in the mines again, so we need that. We could do what, energy well, I guess? Yeah, I think so. We don't have anything else that's good. It's a bit unfortunate, the situation I find myself in at the moment. I feel like I'm feeling strong still, of course. But the distinct lack of armor is scary. Hilarious evasion modules having infinite cross sections. Wow, that's unfortunate. Yes, it is. Runia says, I think Drake is just unaware that the final level is called access, so it may be causing confusion. No, I knew that -1, right, is access. I just misunderstood where Runia was saying the end was, or like how that interacted with Warlord. I'm sure once I experience it the first time, I'll get it. You can now add the sig int to read the array. Oh. Signal interpreter to read the Sensor array to get more information. Okay. Let's just read what this does. Right. Cool. So, yeah, instead of the energy well, I guess. Gives me an achievement, even. Oh, finds a fire trap, too. Nice. You could put... Oh, okay. Yep, everybody's giving me good tips here. I appreciate it, everyone. Some scrap. Advanced Trap Extractor. 100% chance to extract a non-hostile trap at current location. What in the world is a non-hostile trap? I haven't seen a single one of those to my knowledge. Adds it to the inventory. Can hold up to 8 traps of the same type. Cannot store stasis traps. Each attempt takes 5 matter. Activate a second time to begin dropping stored traps on the ground. Neat. Yeah, that's super cool, isn't it? I don't know what a non-hostile trap is. That's my only hesitation here. Do I have to like disable them, or is it like after I've found them, then I can collect them? How does this work? I like it from a theoretical perspective. The idea of dropping traps and then running away is really good. If you shoot one of the green bots rolling around, you'll probably get a load of dirty bombs and fire traps. Okay. The fire trap you saw was actually non-hostile. Derelicts, are placing them in caves, and those minesweepers pick them up. So this is the place to use this, isn't it? To start stocking up on mines. Okay. If you hack a trap with a data jack, it's considered non-hostile? Okay. Good to know, good to know. I guess we could throw this on the ground. I mean, this thing has been awesome, but it's only got 5 integrity left. It's gonna break. So is weapon shielding. What else we got? Utility, 4 mass, 8 energy. That's all okay. Oh, it's not that great. Where'd it go? It's going to drain my matter as well. Seems really cool, though. Seems really good. I want to try it. It says drop, right, so off. Off, drop, and on. So do I just walk over those traps with it on, basically? Or like walk next to them or something? Where was that trap? Over here? Let me go try. This extractor, this is what you're telling me, has mines in it potentially, right? Yup. Okay. There's another trap extractor. So we'll turn this on. Reprogramming traps via terminals is also an option. I have seen that a couple times. You don't have to keep it on. DZ saying, I still haven't figured out how to do it because bot pathing is finicky. Yeah, I can imagine that. Walk on them while on, but make sure it's not a hostile one. Probably best for the hauler, basically, right? Yauling? Yeah, good idea. So let's turn it on. Yeah, it does have to be on to pick them up. Why can't I pick this one up, I wonder? Huh. Now I want to turn it off, of course, but I don't want to drop them. So I think as long as I don't step, yeah, okay, cool. Well, I'll see if I can find a use for that. Until we find something better for that slot anyway. If you find a behemoth here in caves, a line of fire traps kill them pretty easily. Only one trap type per extractor. Gotcha. Gotcha. So I've got all fire traps, which should be really good, like you're saying, against the big guys. Look at all that matter I don't need. Wait, where did I start? Bottom right. So I actually do need to go to the top, don't I? If you ever find multiple trap extractors and trap types, maybe I'll do it. Maybe I'll do it in a garrison sometime. Yeah, do a trap build. Could be very cool. Maybe a little finicky, but fun, I imagine. If it works at all, right? That's the question. Upper caves exits? Oh, beautiful. F4, not F4, is it? It's 4. Upper caves, yep, right up there. Nice. I didn't need that information, actually. Matter and a matter filter. We got an enemy bot up here. Looks like a sentry. Nice. Maybe I'm able to get away from him? Yep. Sneaky. Of course, there's hostiles over here on my exit, basically, aren't there? Okay. I guess I'll go around. Ah, of course, there's an opening in the top here, too, isn't there? This works. Nice. Might as well check the scrap. I forget, but do traps still generate 0 alert, Bob says. Yeah, the evil cave square, indeed. None of these things that I need. Matter compressor. Matter storage, basically. Traps don't count for your alert. Nice. Imagine getting to wander the caves without corruption. Yeah, I lost my corruption somehow. Not sure how. Sneaking around cave squares with 10% corruption be like... Dude, I have found that 1% corruption in this game triggers so often. It feels like, anyway. It's like super meaningful, definitely. Comm battery, stuff I don't need. Okay, out we go. Level 2. Corruption is cleared on Evolve. Good to know. Knowing is half the battle. Achievement. Okay, we are top right, so we're going bottom left. Ooh. Yeah, danger zone over there. Let's not go that way. I love having this sensor array plus the signal interpreter. That's so good. It's going to save a lot of health on my items, I can tell you that right now. If only I had cloaking still on or something. Anything that actually made me sneakier. Improved hacking suite? Do I have a basic one? Yep. Nice. What's improved do? 12 and 6%. Let's grab it. Whoa, bunch of stuff. Wave gun. What's that do? Energy weapon, 23 to 25 thermal. Cool. Yeah, this is cool. Compared to my plasma rifle here. It has twice the burn chance as this one. So, okay, weapon shielding. Oh, that's nice. I can just flip mine out, right? No? Oh, this is improved weapon shielding. So I got a backup one. That's nice. What else we got? Plasma cannon, grav meg, new core analyzer. I did lose my core analyzer, so I could pick that up. Let's throw that down. Pick up core analyzer. We'll get that on there. Oh no, I do still have one. I can't read. I can't look at everything and see it. Too much stuff going on. This core is only 13, so that's not good enough. Those guys are friends, actually. That's the Warlord base. Oh, okay. Is it? Like I should go back there and talk to him, probably? Improved sight can only tell you... Oh, improved SIGINT can only tell you if a bot is combat or non-combat, not if it's hostile. I see. Wave guns are your beloved, Bob, but not actually that good. Solid weapon, but cold weapons are on another level. Random chance for a super scrap pile. Okay. And you're calling them charitable foundation scrap piles. Nice. Okay, so I want to go back here then, don't I? And talk to the warlords? That's what you're telling me? Let's do it. I think. Somebody confirm. That's what you're telling me. Is this area up here is actually friendlies. I don't particularly want to open this if it's going to be a bunch of deadly dudes, because there's a bunch of guys in there. Oh yeah, war system. With a gate. It's not Warlord the branch, but that does read like an outpost of Warlord-aligned derelicts. Okay. Open system. I can open the door. I don't know, man. Like, are they going to be friendly, or what's going to happen here? Like, my gut says just leave it be, but if I can open this up and I get a bunch of friendlies here, then there's like no downside. The mutants are a dead giveaway. Oh, these looking dudes here? Do it, Hermelin says. All right, I'm trusting you guys. This isn't DCSS. Yeah, those are friends. Okay. Hello, friends. Thanks for the scrap. Got a sword, flamer, vocal shield. Okay, so I didn't know it came with loot too. That makes my decision easier. Kinetic damage resistance, plus a bit of coverage, no integrity to speak of. Data jack, thermal shield, enhanced flamer, like a flamethrower basically. Don't think we want that. I do think we want this sword though, right? To cut through walls. Fancy inventory. I'm going to have to read at some point what all these achievements are. So there's a bunch of events we can look at here. Ambush an unsuspecting main sea patrol, the third since last shift. Activity is picking up around here. Forward supplies to the cache. Do it again. Scouting mission. Okay. Well, not completely worthless. Got a sword. Gained some information. Just go back the way I was going. We're pretty close to the bottom here. Guess we'll just keep going down, maybe. Sword or hammer. You can break those walls to peek since there's a machine on the inside. They're good guys as long as you haven't done anything to anger them yet. No, I haven't. In fact, I've been told they'll be allies, so... If you're finished checking the rest of those logs, they have intel for you. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Good to know. Thanks for that. I just never know. Like, that looked like it was going to just continue to be a bunch of reports of moving cargo around and attacks and things like that. But um, doesn't look like anybody wants to talk to me. It has manual commands. Gray text is intel for the player. Oh, I see. World map updated. Armory entrances. Factory exits. Garrison intel. Fantastic. Okay. So that is stuff that's very important. I wasn't even seeing it. I was looking right past it for some reason. Okay. Third time's a charm at trying to go this direction. Gallery achievements to see. The achievement says that your inventory has a higher total rating than your current equipped build. Gallery achievements. Records. Gallery achievements. With more used part slots than inventory slots and 15 plus of each, have an inventory rating greater than the current build. That's funny. 10 identified exits. Data miner. Okay. Factory zone layouts times 4. Man, we're going to be completely sorted by the time we get back to factory at this rate. Ooh, we got viruses. Where'd they go in? Just sitting there? Okay, we'll go up and around maybe. No, that's not going to work because I need to go down here. Well, let's try this sword. Oh, they're coming up here. Okay, let me try this sword. How does this work? Probably F into the wall. Nice. Armory entrances. Okay, sword working in a single turn is nice to see. I'm not used to that. You know, I'm used to Caves of Cud taking numerous turns to mine through a wall. There's our exit. Zirov. Is that what they call the Warlord area, maybe? I assume so. Yummy intel. Data stored, etc. What do you like more so far, factory floors or caves, says Hermelin. Well, honestly, I think factory floors are pretty much more interesting. There's more to do, more going on, but it's obviously a lot more dangerous too, right? Like a lot more fighting, a lot more damage to my items. And so from a optimization standpoint, I've got to say the caves is better, clearly. But I'd rather be in factory for, you know, interesting things going on. Goal escape. Okay, well there's the escape. Proximity caves. Okay, so every time you leave the caves, it's a proximity caves exit, right? I guess I gotta cut my way through. I've got no corruption, so I'm not going to misfire or anything like that. Fun fact, first time I went to Zirov, I was like, weird branch, guess I'll go up the stairs. Yeah. I could see somebody doing that. Question, though, is which way do I go? Also, I don't know how to dig in a way that doesn't cause cave-ins. So, there we go. Oh, it's just a false wall. Gotcha. Now what? Okay. I know you're in a hurry to reach the surface, so I won't delay you with endless questions. I need to determine how to destroy or reset Main C as soon as possible, and you being out there causing it trouble happened to be the perfect distraction. DZ saying proximity caves only appear if you actually go all the way to a branch. So if I go back, I'll be in the next level up in factory, right? Level 4? I think that's how it works. I may have some things laying around that will be of help to you. Take what you need and good luck. Is that the warlord right there? We've got a couple other dudes. Let's swap in the guns just in case the invasion happens. Okay. It's information. Analysis on these things. Striker, Q series. These are all combat robots. World map updated for quarantine, so I know that I can't go into the branches of research due to my alliances with exiles. -2 testing, I guess that's a side branch. Rooney is saying Zerov is the branch the warlord can swap places with between -4 and -5. So this isn't warlord. Oh, okay. Gotcha. This is the branch in, so you'll have to fight through proxy caves. There's always one exit next to the main lever near the entrance on the second cave floor if you want to dip early and skip proxy caves. Good to know. But I'm assuming that this place is going to give me some good information or loot, right? There's -1 command, so that's a side branch we're not going to, I think. Prototype ID banks. I like those. Assault drone bay. Schematic. Nice. If we can find another fabricator, I might make that. Okay. Bob saying, it's not that you can't, it's that you should be prepared to turbo kill everything on the map if you do. Assault drone bay is huge. Yeah, I was told that it's one of the... Well, it's the drones that you want. The drones are always good, so if we can fabricate that, we will. I'm not going to read all these, I don't think. Just in case they give me information, though. Oh, maybe I do want to read this. Before finishing the first city, Main C has started construction on 3 more. Ambitious. Let me read this. This is deep lore about the main enemy, right? This thing has departed. I'm sad to see the only home I ever knew fly off into the depths of space, and they can't even tell me where they're headed. But I must see to my own child here. I am Talis Zerov, and this is my first day on Tau Ceti 4. That's where we're at? We're on Tau Ceti 4? Interesting. Project Seraph activated as scheduled. 1 day after deployment, enough time for me to take up position quite far away from where I can observe its progress without danger of interfering with its development. We need to do grand things, such as powerful autonomous being. Oh, and such a powerful autonomous being could swat me like a fly if its algorithms suddenly judge me a threat. I'm not going to read this. Wait, reads everything, says Dr. Hermlet. Yeah, well, something caught my eye there, right? And it's worth reading clearly, because I know Main C is like at least the basic main enemy, or one of the main enemies, so getting some information here, and I'm already finding, oh, okay, we're on Tau Ceti. Main C has moved the Cestus manufacturing module deep underground, presumably to hide it. Or maybe it was storing it away from for its sentimental value. That would be interesting. Indeed, in any case, this was quite a feat of engineering, but the growing army of bots now at its command, it made short work of it. Life support systems and genetic reconstruction could only keep me alive for so long. Genetic reconstruction suggests a biological being. I finally had my brain implanted into a bionic receptor unit. Yeah, if I just kept reading, there's the follow-up to that. It was quite dangerous, but necessary. Plus, I feel young again, which is cool. Time for some exploration and research. This guy's a brain in a jar, as it were. Main C detected my presence yesterday, forcing me to go on the defensive to erase all traces of that encounter from his memory. I took the opportunity to perform a core memory dump for analysis, and so far everything seems to be fairly normal, showing no signs of the erratic decision-making that derailed Pawn 4. The focus is strong with this one. I only hope the inevitable scars of my attacks on its system don't damage its calculus in some unpredictable way. Construction of the first, quote, human city is proceeding rapidly. Zerov used to be a human, says Bob. Yep. Clearly so. There used to be humans. Possibly not anymore, though, right? Because we're constructing the first, quote, human city, which I'm guessing are not originally sourced humans. They're like biologically derived via computers from DNA information, probably. My advances in biology are naturally lagging behind my areas of expertise, and it seems I'm unable to keep my brain functioning perpetually. I've spent years working on a solution, and it's time to transfer my consciousness to an inorganic system. I'm already more machine than man at this point anyway, and it seems fitting that I essentially become a robot to continue watching over my main C. Okay, so this is the guy that made main C, huh? And then it went haywire, and now he's like trying to undermine it from the shadows or something? The transfer procedure was a complete success. At least I think it was. I was so eager to try it that I didn't first establish reliable methods to obtain independent post-transfer verification. So main C is constructing 3 more human cities. Something isn't right. Main C should be doing more than just constructing empty structures, non-functioning machines, and infrastructure. But it's too dangerous to interfere at this point. All I can do is watch and wait. At least there are now multiple surface-based settlements. Well, that was a lore dump and a half. My god. We learned so much more about the world from that one computer right there. We're on Tau Ceti. We're talking to the guy that made Main C. Main C is making human compounds or whatever, human cities. Probably artificially. And this guy is a brain in a jar without the brain at this point. All surface construction has stopped. Activity has moved underground. Is this the same? Surely it's not the same as before. Zerov is the backstory guy. Yeah, I'll say, huh? Time for 2 more lore dumps. There's 2 more terminals. I apologize to anyone who doesn't want me to sit here and read these, but this is really opening up the world. You know, as I've played through and I don't really know what we're doing, here we go. Here's all the information. Surface observation is no longer meaningful. I need to move underground. That means getting much closer to main C. Remaining hidden will continue to be the highest priority. I don't want to wait blindly at the surface, which holds fewer and fewer clues as to what's going on. Set up a safe zone in the caves, some distance from main C's subterranean complex. That's where we are now, I guess. While here, I should be hidden from detection by any known sensor, any kind of known sensor, so I can make occasional excursions to collect data and return here safely. Tau Ceti 4's cave systems are increasingly populated with experiments in robotic life. Sometimes they're left to their own devices, sometimes they're harvested for analysis. It looks like Main C is playing God, which is definitely not part of the plan. It's happening again, only this time it's not a simulation. Main C seems to have shifted its focus from confront and analyze the SIGIX objective, building a powerful war machine, supported by a vast subterranean infrastructure, even if its purpose may have been warped. At least it's on the path to fulfilling its original goal, which was what exactly, I wonder? Main C still has no idea I'm here, nor do any other intelligent bots that I'm aware of, for that matter. Main C has begun transmitting messages to the solar system, now to see if anyone or anything responds. Cue Dark Forest lore here, right? Why would you transmit your information to the rest of the world, or rest of the solar system rather, when you're not fully set up to defend yourself? After initial bursts of messages, Main C powered down nearly everything on the planet, although an easy opening for me to exploit and regain control. Interfering with its plan now could be catastrophic. Better to let it all play out. I've never seen anything like it. There was almost no advance warning before the small Sigix ship swooped down through the lower atmosphere to touch down on the surface, landed just above some hidden tunnels. And immediately after, the doors open, and its crew emerged. Both they and it were swarmed by a massive army of robots that burst from the underground. The aliens in their heavily armored exoskeletons were unperturbed at first, leaving the relative safety of their ship to wade through Main C's forces, slicing many in two with massive swords, firing blazing fast energy weapons capable of ripping pieces clean off the target. Most of the fighting occurred above ground, and only hours later did even the first of the aliens finally succumb to enemy fire. By then, the ship had been sabotaged from the inside. Without a space-worthy ship, the Sigix have no choice but to fight for survival. I am so proud. So there's an alien presence here on our planet with us. I'm pretty sure that at least one ending has to do with them, right? Like, are they the real bad guy? I'm not sure. Are there multiple bad guys? Are there any good guys? That's the real question. It's becoming an even deadlier battle now that the Sigix realize they've underestimated the tenacity and resources of Tau Ceti 4's current inhabitants. They've shifted the fight to the confines of underground tunnels, initially triggering a massive explosion to make their own entrances into the tunnels below. So one thing we know for certain is that the Sigix are essentially on the same level of technology as Main C and this facility, right? Which is, like, unlikely. You would expect the Sigix, if they can get here, to either be much further advanced or slightly less than. The chance of them being nearly equal seems unlikely, so that's of note, I think. But we've triggered our Dark Forest worries, right? Main C starts signaling to the nearby solar system, and here comes enemy aliens. Main C has suffered heavy losses, but managed to overwhelm the Sigix through sheer attrition. The fighting is over. We won. We, he says. So he's apparently allied with Main C, even though it's like maybe wanting to kill him, debatably. A spectacular battle is being followed by a spectacularly fast recovery. Main C hasn't been slowed at all. On the contrary, it's accelerated its activities, studying the Sigix ship and other alien technology while building an entirely new complex directly beneath it to support research efforts. So that's the research area of the game, right? Sherman saying the Sigix were much more advanced than MC at the time. Okay. But apparently not in combat sense, right? Or are you saying that maybe Main C evolved in real time to beat them? Sigix are way more advanced. Basically, a couple of scouts almost destroyed the old complex. Gotcha. That makes sense. So that's much more in line with like the Dark Forest theory type stuff. So they sent their scouts, and they're so advanced that they almost took down an entire civilization on their own. But you're saying at first, Bob, so Main C probably adapted? Main C has been fully occupied with Sigix research, making rapid advances in technology in a very short time. I love how I ask a question, and then immediately there's a log about it. This is well-written lore, I have to say, because of that, right? It brings up, you get information up here which raises questions which are immediately answered, which is just fantastic. Top marks here on lore writing. Well done. Due to the long period of neglect, wild experiments and old robot designs inhabiting the cave seem to be getting out of hand. Main C is simply funneling newer and newer combat technology downward into the complex and out towards the cave complex access points to prevent significant disruption. But it's unlikely, worried due to its unquestionable technological superiority at this point. There seem to be a number of interesting developments in the caves, but my priority here is to watch Main C more closely now than ever. Main C's frantic pace of research and development still shows no signs of slowing. I've begun hacking peripheral systems to learn what I can about what's going on. Reliable information is tough to come by, though, and I'm certain that Main C's current primary goal is to repair the ship. It seems concerned solely with self-preservation, and armed with this new technology could even one day become a threat to whatever is left of humanity. I will find a way to destroy or reset it in the event that such a threat manifests itself. For now, the Sigix ship remains grounded, as some crucial component or components must be replaced. I've been spotting more and more variants of the self-proclaimed derelicts, inhabiting the caves, some of which are obviously not Main C's construction, but do show signs of adapting alien technology, in some cases almost in ways that seem intended to conceal the fact. That warmongering warlord thing even has some in its service, but I doubt it has resources to develop them itself. No idea what's going on out there, but time to investigate. So, the Sigix ship is the one that we're aiming for, I believe. I watched a video about the endings to this game, and I'm pretty sure that most of them, or all of them, not sure, you get into the ship and use it, maybe? But it sounds like Main C is trying to use this as well to get off planet, maybe, and go spread its form of life elsewhere. Wow, what a lore dump, huh? MC deployed the materials grunts that never get core hit. There were like 8 Sigix on the scout ship that landed. DZ Kane saying, it also explains why all the garbage easy bots are below and all the advanced bots are near the surface. Makes sense for lore and game progression. It does, and as we were talking about earlier, in an earlier stream, the difficulty curve in Cogmine is kind of reversed to most traditional roguelikes, right? Where it's, in Cogmine, it's easier at the beginning and harder at the end, which is how most other games are. But in most traditional roguelikes, the hardest part is at the beginning. You know, think Caves of Cod, think DCSS. The hard part is right away, and then it gets much easier as you get stronger, and that's the opposite of Cogmine. And so now there's a lore-based reason for that. Dr. Hermelin saying, how do you fit into this lore, you think? Now there's a good question, critical question. Yet to be determined, I guess, right? I started at the bottom, and now I'm here, as it were. But I guess that makes me one of these like new evolution bots, right? I must be like a descendant of either the Derelicts or some other system based on the alien technology, or Main C, or both, and kind of like have evolved from there to be a new sentient bot, basically. A higher form of evolution than the other materials bots. That's my guess. I don't know how or why, but I guess I could ascribe it to basic evolution at this point. Objective escape, Bob says. DZ Kane says, very unlikely to find these reasons anytime soon. Due to heightened security, I'm no longer able to safely reach the testing wing of research, but if you manage to infiltrate it and retrieve the prototype I believe to be located there, bring it to the access entrance. So I'm not doing that this time, because to go into the research branches, I would have needed to not go into Exiles and ally with them. So this is an alternative victory, apparently. I'll be monitoring the situation, and if you can bring what I need, I'll return. In return, I'll help you make your way to the surface. Well, that's interesting for next time I play. Alien artifact. Unidentified alien artifact. So this is like a prototype. I can't identify it until I put it on. What do we want to get rid of? I don't want to get rid of anything, frankly. Let's get rid of the energy well. We're about to upgrade our power. Grab this. What kind of thing is it? Utility? Do I want this? Is this like going to be scary? Quantum analyzer. The Sigix stocked their ship with a number of unused independent modules designed to augment the capabilities of various components of their ship, presumably for repairs or to handle otherwise unexpected situations. Without access to the craft itself, I'm unable to determine what component this particular module is intended for, but main C data points to it being one of many associated with the FTL drive, most likely related to energy or heat transfer. Sounds like it's useful for me, maybe. This is one reason you'll eventually have to give up on Farcom for later runs, says DZ Kane. Yeah, apparently you're basically locked out of alternative wins with that, right? Which makes sense, because otherwise, why would you not go Exiles early on? It just seems too good to skip it. But that's the reason right there. I definitely want the one on the left here. You can put this one on, but keep the other one in your inventory. Okay. I'm just going to throw it on the trap extractor slot here. What just happened? Identified integrated dissipator, so it's a cooling thing. Installed core, heat dissipation increased. Did it, it's not here, so did it just got integrated, I guess? Or is it here and I'm crazy? No. No, it must have just got integrated into my system. Oh, into the core, it says. Okay. Free innate heat dissipation. Excellent. Nice. So then we'll put back on our trap extractor, I guess. And this one. Let's see what it does. When activated, all matter in a small bubble around this device is teleported to a new position. I've discovered a way to not only replicate the technology, but also partially control the destination over a longer distance, something the Psijics were likely capable of as well, but required the use of supplementary devices. Main C has correctly analyzed the underlying principles of its functionality, but has so far been unable to build its own due to repeated network sabotage from an unknown source. This is probably for the better, though it's concerning that I don't know anyone capable of doing this beside myself, and it's not me. So this is a like a pickup range for matter, is my guess, just from reading it. Advanced shield system. Chance of detection and rate of detection reduced. So this is really good. Blocks hacking feedback side effects, repels hacking attempts against all allies in a range. So this is better than my hacking unit right now too, I think. We got prototype storage, prototype protection, reactors, hover units. This is all like alien tech probably. Here's a Titan. Okay. It's a blink scroll. Oh. Is it one-time use though? It's a utility slot. You've described it as a scroll, not a spell. Less blink, more teleport scroll. So one-time use, a consumable. Okay. Bob says I got here for the first time and immediately used this one. Womp womp. Okay, so we got that. That's cool. Very cool. I think we get rid of the hacking suite. I don't know, though, because if we want to hack something, then using both that and the system shield would be very good. Let's just upgrade our weapon shielding. We'll throw this one on the ground. Pick that up. I kind of want to identify this storage here, so maybe I'll just throw something on the ground. Matter compressor, is that what that was? Dropped weapon shielding, acquired this. Dropped antimatter reactor, acquired prototype storage, identified matter compressor. So I don't want that. Where did it go? There it is. Sometimes the drop mechanism in this game confuses me a bit. Because sometimes it drops below you and sometimes it drops nearby. And then where it goes exactly is a little confusing. I see the logic in it, but it throws me off just a little bit. Drop the 2 claymores. My only hesitation there is that every time I've used these, they've just ended the fight, more or less. Let's see what prototype protection is. EXP utility shielding. 150, 1 mass, absorbs 90% of damage that would otherwise affect utilities. Does not protect armor. Cannot protect against overflow. Negates the effects of critical strikes. So it protects all my utility. That's super good. Goes without saying. Probably better, to be honest, better than the current matter storage. This matter pod here. I mean, it's both storage and increased. Well, it's increased capacity is what it is, right? So, sure, I get that. Then we'll pick back up our reactor, which I'm about to install. And we're good. Unless, of course, we want this prototype reactor. I probably do, right? This is going to be better than this. 16 supply. Let's just pop it on, see what we got. Fusion reactor, 18, mass of 12. What's the mass on here? Mass of 24, so it's half this. And it's more supply. Okay, cool. So I've got weapon shielding, utility shielding. And large storage, oh, large storage unit, 20 mass. Yeah, okay. Cooling. I'm feeling pretty good here. My legs are getting beaten up, but yeah, this was a nice stop. I think I'm done here, yeah? EXP utility shielding, rather. Runia, thinking that's pretty good, huh? Compressor is an upgrade to the matter pod. If you press G while standing over an item, it will replace with a similar item in your inventory if it's better. Yeah, so G does inventory and A does this stuff over here, right? The equipped stuff. By the way, you can tag items with space T. People often tag alien artifacts to remember what they are. Good tip. Space T. Shift T? No. Space T, just like you said. Tag mode. Select inventory item with the left mouse and say teleport. Cool. You can step over your old matter storage and pick up the matter it's holding. Good point. Extracted 110 matter, which I assume now is in here. Yes, nice. Good tips, everyone. Thanks for the help. Good lore dump there. That was excellent. It took a little while, so thanks for hanging with me. I hope that wasn't too off-putting. I guess if you didn't know the lore, there you go. We've read it together. Pretty cool stuff. Okay, we are now in Proximity Caves. We're in the top left corner, so we're going bottom right. We spawned right next to a bunch of enemies, probably. So let's run away from that area. I have signal interpreter sensor array on, and we look like we're good this direction. Nah, we love this stuff, says Runia. Excellent. Glad to hear it. Cymex says, if you put an exclamation mark in a tag, the game warns you before equipping them. Ooh, what was that? Coil gun? Robot destroyed. Coil gun up here, so I think I'm safe because I got walls. We got viruses over here. Shoot, I was trying to get around the corner. Didn't make it. Down is good. Down's a good way to go. Okay. Should have probably just waited a turn. Oh, I hit one with spread fire. Or like just by missing, basically. Gotcha. Oh, I guess I couldn't gun down anyway. I had to fight that. Mac medium armor plating and reflective plating. This is thermal resistance. This is pretty much what I had before. I'd like to pick it up. Running out of things to throw on the ground. Support 20. I could get rid of this armored leg. Integrity 106. Oh, this is only 48. 41. Maybe I'll get rid of this. Upgrade my leg. Could get rid of the trap extractor. I was just going to play around with that, but it feels like more of a gimmick than anything right now. Yeah, I'm going to. I'd rather have shielding. That's what that's what's been working for me, right? No time to play around and experiment this late in the game, I feel. Big boy down here. Okay, so we won't go that way. Oh, that's awkward. Sentry this direction. Proxy caves tend to end runs. It can get pretty dicey since you can't really get spare parts from enemies. Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard that proximity caves can get pretty sketch. So my goal is to get out of here ASAP. DZ Kane saying, if you didn't want to read all that, basically all that lore, you wouldn't be playing trad roguelikes. Yeah, exactly right. That to be fair, DCSS doesn't have any lore to read, and that's my main roguelike, really. So, Bob's saying Mac armor has good integrity and relatively bad everything else. Okay. Looks like maybe I can get around this guy. I don't know. I'm gonna have to fight these anyway, and then I'll go above him, I guess. Here they come. I'm not sneaking away from them, am I? So these are enforcers. Heavy laser, phase gun. Nice legs, probably. Might upgrade those. Grunt. Okay. Should be able to pass the turn. Did he not see me? He didn't. They turned around. He was right there and he didn't see me. Virus is down here. Now where do they go? Okay, looks like we got a wall here to hide me. So far. Nope. Can't go that way. Well, don't want to go that way. They forgot, lol. Juked. Unfortunately, they are still patrolling where I need to go. I think. I don't see any other option because I have to go to the right to get out. So my only worry is that I'm gonna like make enough noise this guy comes around the corner. I'm not sure if that's how this game works. Is that the smell of claymores? Thanks for the tip. I think it is. But like I say, is that gonna activate the guy, the big guy down there? I don't think they're going away. Okay, I'm going to pull them in. Step up. Can't hit still. 56% to hit with an explosive. That doesn't really make any sense. Let's try not to blow out the wall. Ooh, boy. Taking more than I really thought it would. 70 core integrity left. Okay, let's keep going. Gotcha. My basic gun is still quite good. Weapon shielding took some hits there. Utility shielding did not, so that's cool. There's no hearing for bots. Good to know. Most games I play have a sound mechanism to them. Weapons don't make noise, only if enemies are close enough to radio them. Okay. Bob was going to say, I was going to say fighting the behemoth is probably more of an option than you're thinking it is, but it's not with a hunter in the area. Yeah, okay. Saw an assassin, the next tier of hunter next to the behemoth. They're invisible to your current signal interpreter. Good tip. Claymores can be a little unoptimal for enemies in a line like that because the explosion is only splashing one. What is the optimal alignment then? If like it works on groups, right? And you don't want them in a straight line. Basically, you're telling me you want the splash cone to hit each of them independently, basically, or something to that effect. I'm just going to avoid... Oh, it's not going to let me, is it? I was going to avoid that area down there, but this is just dead ends all the way. Wow. It's forcing me to walk down there by that guy. Can't actually aim them in front of a group and have them burst in the air. Yeah, which is what I was doing. So you're saying that you want to target the first enemy and have it splash from the first enemy? Is that the idea? There's my assassin. Great. Oh god, there's another guy over here. Okay, I'm gonna pull back. Arms taking hits, or legs rather, taking hits. Ideally, you can get multiple enemies inside the 60-degree cone since the explosion is quite powerful. Okay, I'll try that next time. Simex saying you should place the crappy weapon shielding with armor, to be honest. Think of it as 28 extra integrity for your entire weapon stack, which is nothing. You were aiming at the ground, but the projectile doesn't stop at the square where you aim, so I think you were misinterpreting where the explosion was actually happening. Okay, so throw it at the enemies is the takeaway there. Like, actually hit the enemy. Got it. So you think this weapon shielding is garbage, Cymac? I know these armor platings have saved my weapons for a long time in this game, so I can believe that. Just passing a few turns here, waiting for this guy to come around the corner. He did indeed. Got him. Another assassin. Come on, game. Give it to me. Ooh, taking some hits on the guns. Got him. Nice leg there. Can we get to it before it disappears? Yes. We can. 25 support. Beautiful upgrade. Antimatter reactor. Supply 16. That's all fine. Whatever. Don't need it. Sure, man, saying that is 33% weapon shielding, which is quite bad ratio. The improved weapon shielding is 66%. Well, that's what I was thinking, that the weapon shielding was 66%. It was certainly taking hits. Did I leave it on the ground? No, I still have it. I mean, it's certainly taking hits here. But the integrity of it is extremely low. Oh, I see. This is 33%. Whereas this, like, I don't know how to interpret this really. 13% chance that's going to get hit versus something else with a bunch of integrity. Base weapon shielding is quite bad. Imp and X are good. Okay. Oh, I see. That you're saying that I have basic weapon shielding now. I had improved weapon shielding before, and the basic one is not very good. I think is what we're talking about. Okay, that's scrap. Is that scrap available? Without aggro? Probably not. by the looks of it. Moving on. Research exits 1. Nice. I think that's that's one I actually want. All right, more guys here. You should replace one of your bad legs. Should I, or should I wait for them to break? My thinking was I might as well use that little bit of integrity that's left, right? Or is there a reason why that's not true? Let me know. That scrap, yeah, base scrap indeed. Coverage is a weighted pool of what gets hit when you get hit by attacks. Yeah, that's what I figured it was. So it's this is 13% chance for it to get hit versus something else. By the ones on the ground. I think I picked up all the good legs on the ground. I picked up this Myanmar leg, and it replaced a titanium leg that was also broken. I don't think there was any other legs. That's the one I dropped. Oh no, it's healthy. Okay, is that guy's leg? Did he drop that? Yes, okay. Good call. 18 support. These are 20. And this is 16 support, but has a lot of integrity. We'll get rid of this one. Cool. Thanks for that. I would have missed that otherwise, obviously. There's the exit. Nice, and those guys are in a little walled-off area there. Let's just check, make sure there's no loot here. Good enough. Back to factory. Okay, so we're going to do power. And then we're going to do more utility, I think. My carry weight was fine. I have excess carry weight, so I think we're at utility now. Again. Legs, Sherman says, but legs oftentimes the integrity is more concerning than the rating. Yeah, because they're taking quite a few hits relative to everything else as well, right? They're kind of like some of your armor, basically. Sorry, I'm just checking notifications here, make sure that nobody's needing my attention in the real world. I appreciate anybody subbing. I see a couple subs have come in since this stream. I don't have it set up so that it pops up and tells me who you are, but I do appreciate you all the same. I need to get that fixed somehow. I know there's a way to do it. Hermlin says power is heavy, which means probably we need more legs, you're saying. Prop is also good because you probably want to upgrade your storage too. We got like 38 or so unused support. We can afford more power. That's what I was thinking too. 5 legs, 4 guns. Somehow we're the meta legs gunslinger. Indeed. Let's do this. Well, okay, so I have utility. You're saying more propulsion. I'm saying I like all my utility items, and I've got utility shielding, so more utility items right now works. And we'll look at getting more propulsion later. This is really going to help our power. We've got, yeah, we're up at 98 support. That Myanmar leg is huge. So much carry weight. Now we're at 81. Tons of power. And what do we want? We could put the weapon shielding back on. We could put, probably don't want the matter compressor. Got places for the hacking suites when I need them. What's system shield? Oh, that's hacking as well. Yeah, okay, weapon shielding then. Excellent. I wanted it, now I got it. There's a garrison, so we could go in this door here and hack it. What other information do we have? A single terminal? How do I know this area? That must be a sector or something that I have identified. Here's the exit to research. Interesting. Only one exit. One factory exit. So I'm all the way down here, bottom right, and I need to go all the way to top left. That's a little awkward. I think that's the only answer, right? At least I don't have to dilly-dally with the terminals. I know where I'm going. Pretty far away, though. This looks really good still, all things considered. Dr. Hermelin says, I think you're talking about my build. DZ Kane saying, just realized he's kept all the autoguns alive because the weapon shielding all game. Yeah, well, that's part of it. And I also had really good armor plating the whole game. I only just destroyed one, and now we've replaced it. So I've been really careful with the cool guns. Purposefully so. That's one thing I feel like I'm definitely doing right here. Ooh, assassin. That's unfortunate. I wish I could go up. Is it worth destroying a wall? DSF, locations entering lockdown mode. Oh god, what did I do? Yeah, the 20% all damage resist, which I found out is from adventure mode or whatever it's called. Which, to be fair, I didn't know I was on until you guys pointed it out. But yeah, 20% all res is obviously very good. I read overnight the differences between the rogue version of the game and adventure. So I know that it's quite a big deal, actually. And I'm disappointed, frankly, that I'm playing this version and didn't know it. So like the whole game I thought, oh, I'm doing really, really good. And it's been an easier version of the game. So I'm a little disappointed that that's the case, to be fair. But we'll fix it next time. If nothing else, I'm learning quite a lot. Hey, we got a shield generator, which I'm stoked with, and a repair area. I think I want the shield generator. Probably over weapon shielding at this point. Maybe I'll save it. I do have this armor plating. But that seems really good. Let's see what I can repair, if anything. You can totally support a shield gen. Advanced shield gen, people liking it. Yeah, move over to Rogue and watch your parts last for a couple fights at a time. Yeah, well, 20% extra damage, right? Throw this on over the sensor array. Oh yeah, at this point, good point. Good tip there. Now that I'm out of caves. Okay, 30%, let's scan. Let's look at probably this armored leg at this point. Yeah, look at all that armor. Failed. Try again. Small detection. Near success. Okay, let's try again. No dice. Again. Story of my game. Oh, before I forget. Shield gen over sensor array. Beautiful. Got a sentry up there, which is too bad because I really wanted to go in that garrison and deactivate it. Level 3 machines are basically hacker build only. Oh, I'm sitting here on hacker stuff in my inventory and I didn't put it on. Naughty username saying ditch the signal interpreter for something else too. Pick up another one before you head into caves. And I'm actually done with caves at this point. I believe. So, what do we want? Matter compressors or the hacking stuff? We'll worry about it when I get there. I don't have anything that's going to immediately be beneficial, so Oh, dig the wall, of course. Thank you, chat. Watching out for me there. Melee analysis suite. Let's see what my chances are. Low, it's security level 2. Seal access is 25. So let's go ahead and put on the hacking suite and system shield, I'm thinking. Oh, that's fragile, the hacking suite is. I should have checked these before I did it. It's also fragile. There's one more cave on this depth that would go to Warlord if you wanted to go there. I think I'm going to skip to this point and go to research. Still 25%, but this is dropped, isn't it? Active system shield. Let's read exactly what this does. Reduces chance of detection, rate of detection by 14. Tracing advances by the same amount. Lower chance of hacking machines will be considered serious enough to trigger an increase in security level. Cool, okay. You get Warlord caves on this depth, and it's extremely desirable to dump alert before research. Which I could do by going there, you're saying. Okay. You get a few attempts with hacking by hacking with the shield. All processors are fragile. Unsoldered technology is Sigix only at this point. Okay. Good to know. Let's try it. Seal access. Fail. Fail. Boy, I got 51% on that. If you want to head into research, I suggest looking for a good terrain scanner. Okay. I'll keep my eyes peeled. Oh, somebody rebuilt my wall while I was gone. Awkward. Alright, see if we can avoid this sentry here. Oh, he's in a room. Perfect. Okay. No targets near me, but I guess I'll go up toward... Where am I going? I'm going there. So I guess I'll go up towards this zone here, which is identified. So just up. Targeting computers, improved weapon shielding. So I could go improve that. Trap extractor, targeting computer. Cool, upgraded that. 66%, nice. If you want to skip caves, make sure you're on low sec. If you want to head into research, okay, I read that. Definitely not for balance or preventing people from replacing their whole build before combat. DZ Kane. Definitely not for balance. Are you talking about the fragile systems? Advanced coolant injector. This is dissipates 31 per turn. What's this one do? 100 per turn. At the cost of 2 integrity. Only when heat rises above 200. This seems better, right? Especially considering I just got that alien tech. Razor sharp blades shoot up from within the floor. I lost my gear. Fragile components, extreme temperature cooling. They're like emergency. Well, I've been fine so far, so I'll skip it. recycler down there. I think I'm going to skip. Perf cannon, what a name. It's an energy cannon, 30 to 34, electromagnetic. I'm going to stay away from electromagnetics, I think. That's been the overall suggestion so far. It does have higher damage, but I like what we got. Retrieve components, 30%. Sure, let's do it. Failed. Failed. Retrieved. Heavy siege treads, great. Well, I don't need those. Got hackers over there. Guess I'll cut through the wall. Because we're trying to get up here, so should be good. Mac warning. Uh-huh. Got to keep an eye on that. Herp is pretty sick. Not actually good for us under the current circumstances, but very good most of the time. Yeah. I'm going to try an EMP build pretty soon here, next game, maybe. Injector is good when you want the thermal stack on 2 slots of cooling. When you fire a thermal stack on 2 slots of cooling, got it. EM is good. Herf is also great, but not for your current build. A true hardcore leg player. Well, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I guess so far, because we keep finding legs. And yeah, I mean, this is a good tread, right? Oh my God, support of 75. But it's just so slow, isn't it? Takes 2 slots. Does have a lot of that, but at 180 time per move, I like being able to go fast. And the increased dodge chance on the legs, right? I don't know. What do you guys think? A single tread does not make for a propulsion system, obviously, but most people would be swayed by good treads, Hermlin says. Rating of 8, which is really high. Chance to crush robots by ramming them. Cannot crush targets of large or greater size or with more than 50 core strength. -2 recoil from each weapon. That's relevant. Immunity to knockback. Being on 5 slots is the difference here. Legs are good for what you just said. Yeah, okay, I'm going to carry on with what I got. Maybe I'll try treads in the future. I had planned on doing flight, actually, but I guess, you know, we're way past that. Might cause a cave-in. There's just a lot of wall to go through there. I'll be honest, I don't understand digging quite yet. Like when I've got to be worried about it for cave-ins and so on. Are these guys going to run past me, hopefully? Actually, let's dig through this wall then. Maybe. No? And he rebuilt it right away. If you found a cache or like 2 or with 2 or 3, I'd go for it, says Sherman. Okay. Treads are usually 4 or 6, since large treads are all 2 slots. If we shoot and looted a sentry, we'd have enough to not be overweight on treads. Good to know. So I could make the switch, but... oh, this guy needs to go away. And I need to switch back to my autoguns. Okay, we should be good there. Hopefully nobody comes back looking for me. Programmers, report. Shoot. Yep, there they are. Oh, and I just stepped into his range too. Bit of a misplay there, I think. It's a replicator, so it's not going to explode. I'm going to shoot this guy. And then prepare for these guys up here. I'm probably running out of matter in this fight, aren't I? So I could throw on my matter compressor. Maybe instead of weapon shielding, since these are EMP guys. Does that make sense? I'm thinking that they don't do as much destruction damage or integrity damage to my guns. Tell me if I'm wrong on that. There's a room to the northwest. Over here somewhere? I mean, there was this one. A little late on that. I feel like I don't have time to run now. Prague, the food clock of Cogmine. Yeah. Digs are safe 3 tiles as long as you don't stand in a dug-out tile and attack or dig again. You can't attack inside a dugout tile without risking a cave-in. Okay. You can plop the compressor down on the ground when you need matter and take it from the ground. Oh, good tip. So what did I have on? The weapon shielding instead of matter compressor. And then dude is next to me, so if I need it, I'll drop it. Ugh. Took 3 shots, I think. 3 shots? No, 1 shot on that guy. Security rotation in process. Okay. We want to get out of here, I think. Matter is full up now, so we're good on that. Shoot trap. What does that do, I wonder? Improved hacking suite inactive. Because it's in my inventory, I suppose. EM weapons generally do comparatively less direct damage compared to thermals or kinetics. Okay, that was my interpretation as well. Alright, let's see here. Purge threat is relevant here, isn't it? Lower the alert level. Recall. There's not an extermination out. I just killed him. Zone layout. I kind of don't need because I know where I'm going. Shoots would be bad for you, though perhaps a learning experience. I'd rather look up what they do on the wiki. DZ Kane says, damage is random since you can hit any part or get lucky and hit the core directly. All bots have parts just like you do. Shoots are grand and terrible, and you can theoretically survive one with the build as is, I think. Let's not find out if we can help it. Let's go Purge Threat, see what this does. Failed. 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 42%. Receiving potentially harmful encrypted stream. Near success. Whew, boy. I rolled the dice and I failed, but I didn't fail critically. So let's back out of that one, huh? Oh, EM guy's coming. That's awkward. One shot, one kill. Meanwhile, this guy takes 4 shots. Target analyzer. What else we got? Just target analyzing stuff. Okay, well that's fine. Whatever. What's this guy here? Warrior. I think that's a new one. Security level 2. Locate and disarm traps seems good. Also alert level 50%. I think we just do that again. I wish you could see your alert level. You can't, right? I don't think you can on this game. Like it's a hidden number, basically. Bob's saying, oh wait, is that the X term? Probably had multiple and they found him. There was a second one. Yeah. Current level is low security. Okay. Let's locate traps. No. This command will tell you. You can. Centurium legs. Okay, I'm not going to roll the dice again on that one, I don't think. medium treads, hovercraft thing. Oh, I don't want to go up there. There's a tattletale bot over here. I am actually almost over to the wall. I didn't go exactly where I wanted to go, which was up there. So I guess I'm going down here and then over towards the wall. Okay, well, I let that guy see me, which is unfortunate. Just kind of misplaying, but nobody came. Okay. Ooh, those guys are coming, aren't they? Okay, drop down here. Advanced System Restoration Module. 5% chance each turn to purge 1% system corruption, losing 3 integrity each time. That's nice. I'm not getting a lot of corruption, but that could change. I've got a cooling system. Let's get rid of the injector. We're going to grab this. Oh, there's this thing too. Do I want that? Sensor array. Probably not. Probably don't need anything out of there. Ugh. I got snuck around that corner just in time. I don't know, do I try to dig here maybe? Yeah, so I basically can't dig like that into these walls, right? Ever. Or else they'll cause a cave-in. So I'm not sure. I guess I'm just stuck in this room from that angle, is what you're telling me? So I guess we're waiting until these guys hopefully pass. I haven't. DZ Kane says, haven't found Riff yet. He fought 4 progs and got 0 corruption. I killed him too fast. You can see alert levels at all times with RIF. Right. But that changes your alliances, doesn't it? With certain groups. Low sec means less than 200. Okay. You should dig corners, and also digging dirt isn't usually useful, especially with melee. So you're saying this corner might open into the room, and that's my only, kind of my only chance, is getting through here. Didn't work, though. Okay. These guys are moving too slowly for my liking. There's more up there. Informant bot needs to go away. Okay, we're going for it. They're going to come this way, aren't they? Ooh, emergency exit. Oh, there's a garrison right beside me. Oh, that's so bad. Isn't it? I think that's really bad. Nuclear reactor with the explosions. This isn't where I want to fight. Activating garrison, yeah. Let's step around the corner. Okay, now we're running. There it exploded. And we're running. Resistances are futile. Prototype ballistic. Improvised force field. Just keep running. Just keep running. Does that look like an exit over there? It does not. Great. Boy, we're almost there. Got some viruses to fight, it looks like. I'm standing by nuclear reactors, so this should be just fantastic. Okay, it went better than expected. Okay, none of that stuff. Trap extractors, impulse thrusters. Check real quick if we can repair any of our legs. I'm still hanging on to this armored leg, oddly enough. Let's see if we can repair it. 37%. Come on, game, give it to me. Nice. Repairing armored leg. 25 minutes. There it is. I feel like this is huge. 330 armor. Can we do it again? Oh, my fusion reactor was getting hit there. Do I have another reactor? I do not. Is that worth repairing? It's either that or the other leg. I think the reactor. 50%? Nah. Okay, moving on. Sherman says corruption actually bypasses shield and FF resistance. Right, but if I take 0 damage, I take no corruption. Yeah. And I killed them fast enough so they didn't do any damage to me, basically. Cargo en route. Viruses en route. There's my stairway right up there. So optimally, I'd go this way, where the viruses are. Okay, more viruses up north, unfortunately. Hopefully they're staying up there. Huge storage unit. You don't say. Capacity by 20, but mass of 80? No chance. Oh, look at this. Heavy Arc. Freighter. Archangel. Do not go that way. Learning is about to happen. Can I hide in this room or not? Do I need to go a different way? Like, should I run backwards? Because this is the convoy, right? So am I safe in here? Control shift directional input can force a melee attack. Okay. Good to know. Imminent yawl. At this point, you should try hiding, because I can't escape, right? Hopefully we can hide in here, so we don't know. We do have the teleport ability. I'd rather not use it, obviously. I'm hoping this just rolls on past. Hiding in here should be good. Yeah, we'll just kind of hide in this corner. They should, right? It says clear the corridor or whatever. So it should be fine. Go to the back corner and dig in. Oh, emergency access right there? Can I hide in there? Oh no! Oh no! There was another emergency access. Okay, how bad is this? Really, really bad from chat. The question is there any escape other than teleport? Go for the Yauler for loot. I mean, I do have claymores. It's Yawlin time. What is the Archangel the scary piece here? I mean, this has a bunch of dudes in it, right? That's the problem. Chat going off now. Claymore time. It could be really good. Very bad. That arc is going to burst into a small army. You either have to fight to the death or telly now. Claymores or telly. Big kaboom. You have so many claymore. Best claymore I've ever seen. Claymore should work here. Jesus, guys, I don't know, man. Rainmaker? What a name. Flak Cannon. Oh, Striker. A prototype. Oh dear. I can hit them all. And there's like maybe some fusion reactors here. Yeah, Claymore, the scary part is the multiple arcs. The Archangel is just a shield carrier, basically. Claymore and Death. Okay, so I'm banking here on having time to switch my teleporter onto a slot and use it before I die. So, here's hoping. Jesus, quick and dirty. Oh, no, you don't. How about that, chat? I did not disable auto guns, as level 5 is telling me to, but I got them. Archangel's still up here. How scary is that? Fattest Claymore ever. Adventurer Yauler has one less arc, so we're good. Okay, good to know. Auto guns are free. Holy, amazing. Little pat on my back there. That was well worth doing, rather than running away. Just for the cool factor. So this guy is wheels, amplifiers, batteries, unknown devices. Does it have damage? Look, there's my exit. That's why I wanted this so bad. Immaculate, y'all. Auto guns. Lots of matter. Level 8 wings. With 16 support. There's only one of them, though. There's another set of nice legs. Reactors. Prototype device. Just a utility thing. Wow. Switch to the Yauler treads. This is worth reading the achievements for. Okay, I will. Claymores are hilarious. Archangels have no weapons. Good. And it went off flawlessly, yeah. Immaculate, y'all. I love your chat, everybody. This is fantastic. We're going to cut this out and make it a little short for people to watch. Hidden door was totally intentional. The protos from the Yauler are not faulty. Okay, good to know. Let's look at our achievements here. Oh no, you didn't. Destroy a saboteur before it succeeds. I didn't even see a saboteur, nor do I know what they do, but I'll take it. Quick and dirty. Destroy 5 hostiles via explosions in a single turn. Nice. I got this one earlier too. Kill a sentry with explosive damage. Encounter or cause a cargo convoy interruption. Jackpot. Nice. Cleanest y'all I've ever seen, says level 5. To be fair, he almost lost all the loot because of the fusion reactors going off. I've seen one of those rings here too, though I don't think we're getting use out of it on this run. If just the Archangel is left, I trust I can go loot this now, right? Incredible. What's this Archangel going to do now? I'm going to upgrade legs in just a moment. Let's just, did I not repair this? Oh no, I repaired this one. This is an improved one. That's unfortunate. Okay, we'll just go like this. Flexi carbon leg. Throw that baby down. And then pick this up. Should be able to hit this guy now. Whoops. Gotcha. Okay. Pick up some matter. Maxed out on matter. Now, let's see. What do we loot? Oh, really? It only had 6? That sucks. Maybe I can repair it. Oh, Ring of Power. That's what you guys are talking about. A piece of something larger. Can't complete it with Farcom. You probably got to go somewhere and research, right? To do that. This how loot should be untouched. Slurp up the loot pile. Switching to proto treads probably good. Nothing they can't attack, though you might want to shoot it anyway so it doesn't shield enemies. Okay. So I've got 3 prototype treads here. Let's pop one on and just see how good they are, yeah? Experimental biometal medium treads, 40 support, 9 coverage with huge integrity, 9 rating. With 3 of them, it seems like, yeah, this is what I should be doing, right? Oh, great, they're sending programmers now. I'm not ready. Give me a break, please. Let's see, I've got a titanium leg, an armored leg, and a Myrmer leg as backup. Now I'm wishing I'd picked up that other tread that we found, huh? Holy treads, indeed. 120 carry weight, so even better than before. All that integrity. Coverage. You're saying they're fast? Yeah, 135 versus 120, so I'm barely slower. Is there anything else I want here? Prototype devices. Turn on the weapon shielding. I don't need that. I've got an impact weapon here as well. Multiple of them. Prototype reactor, processor. Keep your legs on disable. Yeah, saves up a slot. Or saves a slot, rather. So we'll grab that. We got the processor. I don't see the enemies coming just yet. Maybe we grab the reactor and pop it on. Because this fusion reactor is not doing so well. It's an improved quantum reactor with 24 supply and 17 mass. We've got the weight for it. Let's throw this on the ground. Oh, there's more treads. Look at that. Insufficient carry capacity. Throw the hacking suite down. Okay, got the treads. Can't put them on just yet. Let's get to a safe spot before we do that. I think, because we're getting hunted right now. Keeping the slots filled for the sake of coverage would be smart. Reactor, you liking that? Get the heavy tread that dropped from the Yauler body. I think I did, right? I got them all. There were 4. Improved quantum is like one of the best power sources in the game, but it's 2 slots. Is that right? No, I must have misread what you're saying. You can take off both legs for it. Yeah, I was just thinking that I want backup legs, or is that just no longer true? Oh, I see. Yeah, because it only takes 1 slot? No, it takes 2 slots. Gotcha, gotcha. And then we pick these up. Okay, is there anything that I want to carry with me other than that? Oh, I see. The biometal treads were down here, and now I've got these. These are the special ones. 160, so they're a bit slower, but it's got a bunch more support. 195. I'm moving slow, treading, but 141? How slow is that? 141. That's only slightly slower, right? Attach all proto devices, the other reactors. Gotcha. That's my fusion reactor I threw down. Okay. This one doesn't want to replace. Does it? Why won't that go on? There we go. Okay. What about these prototype impact weapons? Are they relevant? probably want to get rid of any of these legs. Too many spare legs. Gravity flail. Huge damage. Smash. 30%. Instantaneously destroy a component. Or a core. Holy cow. Armor is immune to this effect. It takes 20% extra damage. That's nice. That's better than my little sword down here. So those are all gravity flails. Here's a device. Let's pick that up. Check the cannons. They could come in handy. These energy cannons, okay. Let's throw this down. The, where'd it go? Plasma cutter? No, not the plasma cutter. I need that. Plasma rifle. Pick this guy up. Prototype energy cannon. We'll identify it. It's a matter neutralizer. Huge damage. Thermal. Sweet. So I'm going to get rid of the missile launcher, I think, to pick up a second one of those cannons. I think that's the way. I've been carrying that around all game. Ooh, marshals are coming. Time to run. Check out the neutralizer crit. Meltdown. Chance for this weapon to instantaneously cause robot meltdown regardless of what part is hit. 8%. Wow. So that just shuts down their items, right? Basically. Instantaneously. Good damage. Might be time to leave. Yeah. Problem is, can I get there? I waited too long. That tickles. And we're gone. Nice. Got there. Wow. It's instant death. Meltdown is? Sweet. Okay, what do we want now? Propulsion is covered. We're good on that, obviously. I didn't look at my power. Maybe another weapon? I don't know. I don't even know at this point what we need. What's everybody thinking? Nice, y'all. Thanks, Naughty. Appreciate it, guys. That was a fun one. I could always go more utility. I've always got more stuff. Best y'all I've seen, says Hermlin. I appreciate it. I mean, all I did was throw the claymores that you guys told me to take, right? So, way back when, at the beginning of the game. Oh, no, that was in Zion is where I got those. But I've been carrying them a long time. +1 prop, +1 utility, DZ Kane says. Whenever you don't know, go utility. That's been what my gut's been saying this whole game, which is why it's at 8. I can always find another utility item. The only reason I hesitate on propulsion is that I'm stacked with these treads, and I doubt I'll ever need more propulsion at this point, right? Or am I totally wrong on that? 6 legs is a good spot to be in, and then another utility. Unless you want to start using force fields this floor, a third power is needed for that. Considering we're mainly using ballistics, I don't think we need more power, Bob says. 6 legs is good, is a good stopping point. Okay, getting votes for legs. Rooney is saying I'd take 2 utility here. I probably would be going that direction myself without chat because I keep finding more utility uses. 2 utilities good, Cymex says, since you're not using large storage. Uh, 6 for 3 2-slot treads. Yes. I've currently got 3 1-slot treads and a 1 2-slot tread. Considering that I think I can use both utility slots right now, but I can't use both propulsion slots right now, I'm going to go utility. And we'll look for more 2-slot treads, I think. Seems to be kind of where chat's sitting and kind of where I'm sitting. So we'll go with that. We're up to 1,300 core health, which is fantastic. No corruption and so on. We have reached research, -3. Let's look at our map. That was worth an achievement. Man, all this weaving back and forth, seeing basically everything, huh? 2 unused slots. So I've got the matter compressor, the sensor array, restoration module, which purges corruption, so I don't want it yet. Let's put this on. What's the prototype device? ECM suite. Huge. 4 times as quickly as well. It's a good one. Level 7. This is fantastic, so I'll use that. Prototype processor. Another one? No, it's an EXP core analyzer. 8% core exposure compared to the base one that I have, which is 6%. Fragile. Not fragile. Okay. Oh, it's only got 3. That sucks. Bit unfortunate there. That's okay. We'll use it for a little while. Cool. There we go. Purple walls. Indeed. Treads, you want an even number of propulsion. You're saying. But only once I get more heavy treads, right? Basically. But that's what I'm looking for, is what you're saying, I think. So I'll look at that next time. 25 power turn is expensive. On what? Core analyzer? No. Treads? No. Don't know. EXP core analyzer. Yeah. I have that, plus I assume it stacks, right, with the other one? Half stack. There you go. So currently have 11% core analyzer, which is pretty good. ECM suite, not very useful on treads, level 5 saying. Okay. EXP core is the best combat processor. Well, the ECM suite's about to wear off, so, or about to die, so there you go. I'll use it for a little bit. It'll break, and then we'll move on. EXP biometals are amazing, so you're good on 5 prop for now, Cymex says. There's never enough utility slots. That's what I'm feeling. Utility is a large part of the fun of this game, actually, I think, because it varies your build so much. Tons of support compared to what you were wearing. You don't need more prop right now. Okay, so that's where we're at. We're looking great. Feeling great. We're at -3. We're going to blaze right through research. That's the goal. We're not taking any side branches because we are allied with exiles. So that's going to be the end of this video. In the next video, that's what we're doing. We're going to blaze through research. I know that it's tricky. It's maze-like, tight corridors, and a huge map. So I'm being a bit facetious. I'm in the top left corner, so we got a long way to go. No idea where we're going. No mapping. But hopefully we can get through it easily enough. And now we have all kinds of good weapons, treads, etc. XLAA and research is crazy, Herman's saying. Yeah, we got it there. Looking great. Still have enough integrity to go for a while, too. Research is hell, genuinely hell. I'm expecting so. You want a huge storage if you stay treads, Naughty saying. Time for info war. Thirst for utility slots is universal and unending. Okay, you guys telling me look for huge storage? Yeah, because I can carry it. I wasn't expecting that, but I've got the capacity for it. So that's what we'll do next video. I hope you all join me. Again, it's probably tomorrow unless something comes up like it did yesterday. Yeah, don't go into a branch by accident, Cymex saying. I won't forget because I'm being very careful at this point in the game. We're almost there, I feel like. Obviously, this is going to be the hard part. Armory doesn't count for Farcom's downsides, though. Interesting. I'll look into it a little bit more and see where we can go. We'll see. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. I see a lot of people have liked the video, so if you've all enjoyed it as much as I have, give me a sub. Helps grow the channel. You probably already have. A lot of you guys are regulars, so I really appreciate you guys tuning in every day. And I hope you'll join me next time. So, for now, peace out. Good luck in your own games. I will look for Armory, everybody. Oh, you guys saying look for it next time, so I will. I'll look into it a little bit on the wiki in the meantime. All right, see you next time, guys. Have a good day.